Live, 3, and a 2, and a 1, and we're live. It is, I believe, a Wednesday. Rumor has it. It is the modern Fowler Scrum, and Thomas and Michael and Lara are here, and Sam, your host. Quick Scrum going around. Where are we up to? So yesterday, I spent most of yesterday working with Michael and Nick, making some good progress. Tweaking some time zone issues in the Agile Ventures site, doing some JavaScript refactoring, fair amount of discussion, but I think we came to a reasonable result in the end. That was the main thing. I'm busy juggling lots of aspects for the massively open online class. We've got 15,000 students all studying Agile development using Ruby on Rails. There are so many different issues to work through. I'll have to send out some emails today. The main focus, I think, probably for me today should be the Premium and Premium Plus offerings for Agile Ventures. We've got one person potentially wanting to sign up for the Premium Plus level, which is a great step forward. And so I think that's going to be my focus going through the day. We'll be maybe working to release the Premium Plus payment framework. Let's see. I'll hopefully be pairing with Michael later on today. Thomas, how are things going with you?
Yes, so I get up early this morning and try to get to the office in Stockholm. So far unsuccessfully, but I guess I'm trying to be a little bit agile about this. So I'm backing out from a wrong path right now. I'm going a few steps backwards on the train. But other than that, I've been working on preparing some small tutorials on AngularJS yesterday evening. Took a in-depth look at Fowler, the package manager for front-end developers. Wrote some new stuff, some additions to our curriculum. I'm working on guidance or a guide on how to do code reviews, PR code reviews, for the learn as well, and potentially that will result in a blog post or something. I don't know yet, but it's fairly interesting. And I have one thing that I'd like to discuss with you. There is a potential nice project that we can run as a joint project between Craft Academy and Agile Ventures for some refugees, together with one of the technical universities here in Sweden, the one in
Wonderful.
So hopefully I can grab like 5 or 10 minutes of your time later today, if it's possible. That's about it. But other than that, I'm going to do an introduction to another challenge for our senior boot campers, and I'm just going to support our junior boot campers in whatever endeavor they are undertaking.
Fantastic. Thank you, Thomas. Let's go on to Mike. Mike, how are things going with you?
So far, so good. I'm working on the ATM challenge. Got the person spec. I'm trying to sort out the tests for the RSpec RSpec test. I got through 4 of the 8 tests. I'm working on the create the account and create the account with the person as the owner. And that is basically a brick wall at the moment, but I'm working on it.
Hey, good stuff. And are you pairing with somebody on this assignment?
No.
Okay. And is that because that's a challenge, right? What's going on with this?
This is an individual challenge.
It's an individual challenge. No, fair enough. Okay, yeah. So I think it's Stack Overflow is your pair buddy, I guess.
Well, that and Google.
Yeah, that and Google. Well, it's indeed. Often Google will lead you often to Stack Overflow. But there we go. Good stuff. Well, we'll keep fighting the good fight, Michael. It sounds like you are going in the right direction. Lara, how are things with you?
All right, so I've also been GTSing, Googling that shit a lot.
Right.
I'm also on the ATM challenge. So I am a bit stuck. I did speak to Thomas this morning about it in terms of where do I get this one method from, because I'm not understanding. But I'm getting there. I'm still quite nervous, but I'm grasping it slowly.
Yeah. It's a painful process filled with self-doubt. And if we had a magic pill that sort of removed the self-doubt and allowed one to just sort of carry on, we'd be selling it to you. Unfortunately, they haven't invented that yet, and so it's just sort of guts and sort of like, I'm gonna not let
exactly
is what will take you through it. Fantastic. Yes, good stuff. Okay, and we'll go on to Daniel. How are things going with you? Daniel is.
Hey guys, I'm on the tram, so might not hear me that well. It hasn't been going that well. I haven't had a working computer for more than a week now.
Oh dear.
But I think we solved that today, so yeah.
Fantastic. That's
a lot of catching up
in the afternoon stand-up.
Good show. Excellent. Let's go on to Lucia. How are you doing?
Yeah, Lucia.
Lucia, hi there.
I'm doing good. I got my computer yesterday and I spent almost half the day. Now it's ready.
Oh, fantastic.
Turned off, but ready. And I am one step behind Michael at the moment. So, exactly. Into the ATM challenge, testing my own stuff. But everything's going fine. I don't have blockers so far.
Okay. And so I mentioned now, just so Lucia and Lara and Michael, is the biggest challenge from the ATM thing? Would you say is it mastering the RSpec syntax, or is there some way that you could summarize what you're finding particularly hard about it?
I think from my side, I think it's just understanding where things get placed. So, like, I was swapping things around, changing them, reading the errors, saw if an error changed, then I'd swap it back. But it's just, so I think it's just it's getting to understand Ruby. That's what it is.
Sure. Right, get comfortable and familiar with.
Yeah, so like I understand what a variable is and all of those things, but it's just putting it all together and making it work. And I think that's just going to come with time.
It is, because the thing is, there's so many different moving parts, and there's kind of like, there's all the little different bits of Ruby, and there's all the little different bits of RSpec, and there's just, like, even, like, if you've kind of experienced all the bits of knowledge, kind of then using them in some arbitrary challenge is another, and absolutely, that makes perfect sense.
So there's a bank holiday here tomorrow, so I'm going to get up at 6 and code and learn, get it right.
Sure. There's no substitute for just keeping your nose to that grindstone. Absolutely. Lucia and Michael, would that echo? Would you echo that? Is that the sort of experience you're having as well?
Yeah, trying to learn both the RSpec and how to integrate the different parts of Ruby at the same time. It's a bit overwhelming, but I'm trying to sort through it.
Lucia, does that match your experience?
Yeah, I mean, my bigger problem in life is that I'm not very multitasking, so kind of syntax at the same time is always confusing. It just takes a little bit of focusing and concentration.
Sure. Yeah. No, I mean, I think it's. There are many others who've been through the same process. As I often say, what doesn't kill you will make you stronger. What I will just draw your attention to is, have you all seen the RSpec documentation, the relish system? How are you finding that? One of the things that I often see, boot campers struggle with is navigating this documentation. Have you found it okay? I mean, you're finding your way through it and the different kinds of matches and things.
Okay.
Haven't exactly been strong on reading that.
No, me neither.
I mean, I think, and again, as you say, it may be that you guys are just at the level where you're focusing on learning the Ruby syntax, and maybe like additional documentation about RSpec is not particularly helpful. I think with RSpec, I think the navigation for this, if we're in this, RSpec, it's sort of annoying. Like this is the top level, and it kind of like, where do I start reading, kind of thing. The sort of the key one is this RSpec expert, as in you link through there, and it takes you into this environment. It's all a bit confusing. There's this basically, in order to get into what I would say is the best bit here, is you have to choose the version there. It gets you to this location. I'll just post this link into the chat for you. You may or may not want to refer to it. I mean, obviously, just keep on doing what you're doing if it's working. I think the descriptions here of RSpec, the different elements. So it's got, for example, this description here of the RSpec of an initial, expect an account balance to be something, the basic structure of the matches might be helpful. And then it goes on and it's showing you more details about the different kinds of matches that are available and so on. Anyway, I just thought because I know many people have trouble finding that actual bit of the documentation, I thought I'd send you that link and see if that helped.
Well, that's definitely helped me. I think I can see where I've missed out.
Well, reading the documentation or sitting and staring at a screen, not knowing what to do, I think it's better to read the documentation, in my case, anyway.
Yeah, well, and I think it's nice to have a good variation. I think sitting and staring at the screen is good for a certain amount of time. I think I'd say 4 or 5 minutes. There's kind of like a kind of, I mean, you need some of that, because I find reading documentation really boring. God almighty. I just really would rather not read the documentation. I mean, actually, I'd always rather be in a pairing session, probably with Thomas, where we can shout at each other about what we're doing wrong. But that's another story. I think the critical thing is this sort of meta knowledge of saying, like, okay, I'm in a bit of a rut here. Let me do something else. Whether that's go for a walk, make a cup of tea, or I'm going to come back and I'm going to ping somebody in Slack or whatever it is. It's just don't get stuck in exactly. I think 20 minutes is my rule of thumb for the duration that I would want to be kind of before I force myself to do something slightly different or take a different tack.
Okay.
There we go. I think that's the Scrum. Unless there's any other important business, I think we shall wrap up there, and I will see you all soon. Yeah.
Thanks, Sam.
Thanks, everybody.
You're welcome, guys. Good luck with the challenge, and Thomas, good luck with navigating the the commute. All right. Bye for now, everyone. Take care.
Yes. Bye.
All right.